What is good, YouTube friends? Today I'm on another photo adventure. I am in a place called Hilton Falls around the Milton area. It's right off of the Niagara Escarpment. We're here visiting some friends for the long weekend, and I knew I wanted to take some time to go out and shoot something around golden hour. I didn't really have much time to scout out an area. I came here now a little early. It's like 5 o'clock. Golden hour is not till 8. But the important thing to note here is that golden hour isn't always necessary for shooting, because when you're in an area that's a trail like this, that's covered, sometimes daylight is good for you. Let's make this happen. We're gonna do some long exposures, got the ND filter. The only thing I'm gonna have to worry about is all the people. Let's go. Okay, I've come to my first interesting spot here. It's pretty shaded, but the sun is making the trees, the leaves on the trees really brighten up and illuminate. So I'm gonna kind of hang out by this puddle here, as you guys can see, and wait for somebody to kind of walk through the frame to give the photo some interest. Okay, so I got my exposure set to how I think I want it. I'm gonna take my test shot here. Looks good in camera, so now I'm gonna wait for the right moment. Okay, someone's coming by, so I'm gonna wait. How are we doing today? Excellent.
Oh, wow.
You can get the reflection.
Wow.
Beautiful. Okay, that was the shot. I think it looks good in camera. I had to take a bunch of different shots. I had a lot of people walking by. I was trying, but unfortunately sometimes people just don't want to be in the frame. So pro tip, sometimes just got to be bold and ask people if they mind being in the frame. And then when they do, they feel a little more comfortable. The person that I got was nicely centered where I wanted her, and she took her time and gave me enough time to snap that picture that we were looking for. So I hope that it turns out good in post. Now we gotta head back out to the falls. So we are at the falls now. It looks like a really beautiful spot. There's some people in the falls at the moment, so I'm just gonna wait it out a little bit till I get a chance to get in there. So what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up the camera, and I need to make sure that I can get at least a half-second exposure. That's a rule of thumb for getting nice smooth waterfalls. And you get that motion blur so that the water looks soft. Now, you preferably want to get up closer to a second and work the aperture and the ISO to make sure that your exposure is still good. And if you can't get a half second to a second, then what you got to do is add the ND filter. So right now I'm going to set that up. I'm going to see if I can get the right exposure. If not, I'll set up the ND filter. Then I'm going to take a few test shots, and if they all turn out nice, I'm going to find the right frame for the picture, and then I'm going to set up the time lapse and get in. Alright, I'm about to go hop in this frame, see how it turns out. Well, from in camera at least, it doesn't look like I got the composition I was looking for. The waterfalls weren't really as full as I was hoping. The pictures on the internet were obviously from a different time of year. Sometimes, you know, the weather sucks, sometimes the conditions suck, sometimes your equipment sucks, sometimes you just suck. And today I feel like it's a little bit of everything. But I'm pretty much done here. I'm gonna fool around with a couple more shots, just some quick little interesting things. I'm gonna try and take some picture of like the water and the greenery, and then I'm out of here. Time to go. Okay, so we are at the top of the falls now. Those were not the epic falls that I were hoping for, but all in all, I think we got a few decent pictures. We'll find out when we get everything set up back in Lightroom. At least you guys got to see how I shoot my long exposures with water. If you want that smooth water look, make sure that you have a shutter speed of at least a half a second. Make sure that you fix the f-stop and the ISO on your camera so that it's not overexposed. And if you cannot get it dark enough, make sure to get an ND filter. That is the key. Today I was using an ND filter of an f-stop of 10, and that wasn't enough. I would have liked to have had an f-stop of 100, so I could have gotten a shot with about a second shutter speed. As it was with a half second, I was already close to being overexposed, and I like to shoot my photos dark and bring up the shadows in post in Lightroom. It's like 8:30 now. We've spent a good 3.5 hours here, and this park is going to close, so I gotta head out. I'll see you next time. Make sure to like if you like these videos. It lets me know that you like the behind the scenes. Subscribe if you like these videos and want to see more, and hit that little bell so you get the little notifications on your phone the next time a video like this comes out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.